Whenever I say I'm a non-native speaker, I get tons of comments and messages from you being shocked by this. Wait, what? You are a non-native speaker? I was convinced that you are an American teacher. I get this a lot, and as much as it makes me happy and proud to hear it, all I want to do is show you that you can achieve this too. If your goal is to have a native-like accent and sound more fluent in your speech, then this video is for you. I will break down all of the activities I did and still do in my everyday life to sound like a native speaker and have a more natural flow in my speech. Let's go. Before I tell you the things I did, there's one crucial thing you need to remember. These things worked for me, which doesn't necessarily mean they will work for you too. So please do not compare your progress with mine or with anyone, as a matter of fact. What truly matters is for you to find your own way to make your daily practice an enjoyable experience. It has to be enjoyable, otherwise you'll find yourself burning out or quitting. I speak a lot about this and why many of you feel demotivated and frustrated with your English in another video, so watch it after this one. Now, let's start. The first thing I did to sound more like a native is called immersive listening. I surrounded myself with English audio materials like movies, TV shows, podcasts, and music. I did this every single day for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Listening to native speakers regularly helps train your ears to recognize the pronunciation, intonation, and the natural speech patterns. It actually exposes you to the authentic language used in real life and helps you with developing a native-like rhythm and flow in your own speech. By listening carefully to how native speakers use the language in these different contexts, you can start to develop a more natural sounding accent and overall fluency. Everything I listened to or watched was in English. So for me, it was pretty intensive and I loved it. So are you still watching movies and add subtitles from your native language? Do you listen to English songs every day? Do you at least watch a YouTube video or a podcast or an interview for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day? If the answer to most of these questions is no, then you have to include this in your daily routine. Then what I did whenever I had free time is shadowing. Now this is probably the best technique that will give you massive results if you do it right. At least it massively improved my speech. This technique involves listening to native speakers and simultaneously repeating what they say as closely as possible in real time. By shadowing, you train your brain to process and produce English more quickly. You also improve your pronunciation and internalize the natural rhythm and patterns of native speech. By closely imitating a native speaker's pronunciation and intonation, you can improve your mouth's ability to produce the right sounds and your ear's ability to pick up the right rhythms. This can help produce your accent and make you sound more natural in the language. Now, if you're not sure how to do shadowing, good news, I have an entire video where I explain how to do shadowing step by step, so make sure you watch it and learn how to do it. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Now, the next thing I did to have a native-like accent is called extensive dialogues and answering questions. This is the fun part and probably a bit awkward for some of you, but hey, trust me when I say it. Speaking out loud to yourself is a must when you're learning English. What I used to do, and I still do, is sit down and I Google some questions. For example, I Google small talk questions or IELTS speaking questions, or if I'm in the mood to speak a lot, then I Google deep questions about life. I really do. And I read the question and I start speaking out loud as if I'm speaking to a friend or if I'm the guest speaker at a conference and I'm giving my answer. You can do the same. Just pick a topic, write some speaking questions next to the topic, then choose a few and start speaking out loud. In the beginning, it may sound weird, but trust me, if you keep doing this, it will become such an enjoyable experience. I still do this whenever I have an event where I will have to be the guest speaker or simply speak to people. I prepare myself by speaking to myself and answering questions that may come up during the event. Another thing you can do is practice real-life dialogues. Let's say you struggle with ordering food in a restaurant. Again, you can use Google or YouTube and search for dialogues for ordering food in English and practice real time. Now, I have many videos about dialogues in certain situations, so you may want to start with my videos first. I'll leave the links in the description box below. Finally, you need conversational practice. Now, I cannot stress how important it is to be eager to speak, even if your accent is still not where you want it to be. Engaging in conversation is the key to boost your confidence and shape your accent. I was always striving to actively participate in conversations, and this helped me to develop the ability to express myself fluently and naturally, as well as understand and adapt to different accents and speech patterns. So you can join speaking clubs online or even a speaking course and practice in a supportive environment with people who are striving for the same goals. And that's it. These are hands down the best techniques that you can start doing today at home on your own to sound more like a native speaker. What did you think? Is there a technique you would recommend to someone looking to improve their language skills? Write your suggestions in the comments because I would be very happy to know. Finally, if you have enjoyed this video, I suggest you watch this one next, where I speak about getting stuck in English conversations and one simple technique that will help you every single time. Until next week, don't forget to stay zen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!